I'm broke. I moved to Nashville from Oklahoma exactly 2 years ago. I dropped out of college, labeling it a gap year, as you do. I had 22,000 subscribers on YouTube and about $6,000 in my bank account. 2 years later, I've doubled my subscribers, which is awesome, but I've drained about all my savings. Even though I've watched my bank account head towards zero these past 2 years, I never got a part-time job. I always just buried myself deeper into the YouTube music grind. Now you could call that self-confidence or ignorance. I think it's a little bit of both. As I've said in my last update videos, I'm really proud of how hard I've been working. 10-hour weekdays, 6 hours on weekends, not spending any money unless it's for food or rent. And I think it's paid off. I've become a better producer, a way better audio engineer, a better filmmaker, and in my opinion, the most important part, the Xolemates have really built a solid community over these last 2 years. But one thing I have not improved upon is my monthly income. This is gonna be kind of embarrassing, but here's my monthly income for 2022 so far, and here's my expenses for 2022. First of all, I don't make a lot of money in general. I am not rich, but I do get to spend every day doing things that I love, which is way more important than that. My 2023 finances. This is called life. Something you can't see coming, something you cannot control. A good way to deal with these moments is by having emergency money, at least 3 months worth of expenses in case life happens. I've become so accustomed to my lifestyle, keeping my expenses at an absolute minimum, that I didn't think I needed emergency money. That is, until a few days ago. I just drove home from a trip to Oklahoma for a friend's wedding and to visit my family. And while I was there, my dad took my 2003 Corolla into a Toyota dealership for a checkup. And let me tell you, they had something to say.
Your timing cover gasket is leaking oil, transmission there's heat shields on your license plate right front structureless.
All in all, the repairs that we chose to do cost around $2,000, which I can't even pay at the moment. I mean, how embarrassing is that? But my parents are thankfully loaning it to me, so shouts out. Basically, that vacation just turned into a massive slap to my ego. Realizing how broke I am, hanging out with my college friends, telling them that I'm still dropped out of college and basically unemployed. But I'm kind of thankful for it. It's nice to zoom out and see where you are from a new perspective. That perspective really helped me realize how I'm not taking advantage of all the ways you can monetize a YouTube channel, which I'm proud of, but I'm also mad about. There are a lot of ways you can make a living off of your YouTube channel, the most popular being brand deals, AdSense from YouTube views, and merch. I really don't like incorporating brand deals into this channel unless the brand has a product that I really believe you will find value in. As you might notice, I rarely talk about brands, so that results in zero income from brand deals. I've slowed down on the output of YouTube videos because I've just been feeling so inspired about making more filmic, if that's a word, content. I'm so proud of these new videos and I love making them, but the algorithm doesn't really like them that much, so that results in not a lot of income from AdSense. I've always wanted to make merch and have actually been working on some designs these past few months, but I don't want to just slap my logo on a t-shirt and call it a day. Also, I want to test the products before I sell you anything, and I just don't have the money to buy any tester clothes at the moment. Now you might be asking, Okay, how have you been doing YouTube full time if you don't do these things? Well, it's because of you all. My biggest source of income is freelance work with clients, mixing and mastering your songs or producing beats for you. Another massive income stream is my weekly live streams. The donations from listening to your music and giving feedback have helped a bunch. I remember the last time I updated everyone on Nashville. After mentioning finances, a lot of you asked if there was somewhere to donate, and a few of you mentioned creating a Patreon. So, I just made one. Now, this isn't the first time I've created a Patreon page. I actually had one about 4 years ago when my channel first started taking off, but I deleted it like a month later because I realized I wasn't really offering value and I was basically just collecting your money. But this time around, I won't paint around the bush. That's kind of what the Patreon page is. This is my plan A. I want to keep making these longer form artistic videos. I want to keep spending a lot of time on the Discord, setting up events, hosting challenges, making collab community albums. I also selfishly want to keep creating and releasing my own music. So Patreon currently is the least intrusive way I can keep doing what I'm doing. Plan B is to switch up the content, making more marketable videos, work more on my store, and slow down the time I spend on my music. Plan C is continue what I'm doing, but cut the time in half by getting a part-time job. I'm just gonna go down that ladder, starting with Patreon. I really do believe this could work though. The more I think about it, the more I wonder why I haven't taken Patreon seriously before. It's gonna make my YouTube channel more collaborative, it's gonna build the Xolemates community, and I'm gonna be able to bring you all more value. There are 2 tiers of support, Silver and Diamond. The Silver tier is mainly just a way to support this channel. I'm gonna be super active on Patreon, keeping you all up to date with new music and videos, so if you wanna hear unreleased music or wanna be a part of any future videos, Silver is the way to go. I have been really excited planning the Diamond tier though. Every month I'm gonna ask you to send me beats, demos, or samples, and every month I'm gonna choose one Diamond Xolmate to collab with, turning whatever you sent me into a full song and most likely dropping it on Spotify. If I do drop it on Spotify, then we'll split the profit 25-75. Also, every month you can send me one song and I will reply to it, giving you in-depth production, mixing, and songwriting feedback. I'll most likely be making more features for the Diamond Xolmates, but right now I'm just so excited about dropping this Patreon, getting to know y'all better, and collaborating with you. Even if you're considering supporting this channel on Patreon, I appreciate you. Now, since this is basically a life update video, I just wanted to mention I've got some very, very, very exciting stuff coming soon, so stay tuned for that. Also, I wanted to mention, no matter what I go through, no matter what happens out of my control, this channel will never die. I've been so blessed to be able to make music and videos, my 2 absolute passions, for the past 2 years, and that's all thanks to you. So, thank you so much for watching these videos. Keep making music. Xolemates for life. Peace.